Hey, just wanted to let you know that everything that happens to you is your fault. And all those things you blame circumstance and other people for are either entirely or largely your own fault. I know it's really easy to subscribe to victim culture where nothing that happens to you is under your control, right? Blame your parents for your lack of ability to get laid. Blame your peers for your self-deprecating internal dialogue. Blame your sociopathic coworkers for keeping you down. Blame your ex-boyfriend for giving you body image issues. Or blame your ex-girlfriend for using you. But if you're over 18, you are legally and hopefully mentally an adult, so stop it. Remember, you are an active participant in your own demise. Stop blaming your parents. Your parents, to an extent, both by genetics and upbringing, shape you. It's important to be conscious of this for purposes of personal reflection and the enabling of growth. But at some point in your adult life, you are no longer allowed to blame them for how you turned out. Because here's the catch. If you're aware enough of your parents' shortcomings in order to cast blame, then you're aware enough to work through the effect they had on you. So please, do that instead of displacing responsibility. And if you ever find yourself saying things like, well, my mom should never have had kids with an abusive guy, or my parents should never have brought children into a toxic environment, remember, this is literally complaining about being born. And if you really mean it, there's a very simple way to reverse their mistake. But suicide is really terrible and I do not recommend it for anyone. So please, learn to deal with your own existence. Stop blaming the opposite sex. Girls, you will be treated how you allow yourselves to be treated. If men treat you like shit over and over and over again, you are allowing that. You are picking these guys, are you not? There's no magical formula. It's just a grueling process of vetting closely tied to your own self-worth. Girls, if you listen to what a man says instead of watching what a man does, then you will be played and it will always be your own fault. Boys, if you complain that girls are always using you for money, then stop leading with your money. Boys, if you can't find a lovely girl, it's not because all women are evil. It's because you probably suck. It's not that nice guys always finish last. It's that nice guys who have no personality and nothing to offer always finish last. And whose fault is that? The world is full of assholes. But if someone deceives you, it's your fault. They can't lie without having someone to lie to. By believing the lie, you participate in the lying. It doesn't mean that it's right or that you're a bad person. But when you believe the lie, you do accept some responsibility. Like if someone says, give me your house keys, I promise I won't take anything, and you go full retard and you believe them and give them your keys and they take everything, that's your own fault. Yeah, they're a piece of shit. Yeah, it doesn't mean you deserve it, but it is your own fault. The truth is, everyone's been abused. Everyone's been manipulated. Everyone's parents are shitty to some extent. Everyone's ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend sucks. That's why they're your ex. Everyone is a victim. But that just means no one is a victim. Just like if everyone's a special snowflake, no one is a special snowflake. Oh, and remember, when the snowflakes melt, they all look the same. I have met a lot of people. The people that complain the most, the people that have the most pity for themselves, their definition of abuse is laughably trivial. Now, the people that I've met who have actually been seriously abused, exploited, imprisoned, slandered, beaten, abandoned, had to deal with drug-addicted parents, death threats, physical and mental brutality, are some of the most grateful, strongest, happy-go-lucky people I have ever laid eyes upon. Oh, and they certainly didn't complain about what their parents did or didn't do and how that made them do things they apparently had no control over doing. And no, these people don't repress their troubles, otherwise I wouldn't know any of this. They talk about it, they simply leave out blame and self-pity. Take responsibility for your life, for your choices, for the results they bring. Act instead of complaining. Accept responsibility instead of blaming every single fucking person around you for something that you definitely brought upon yourself. Shape your circumstances instead of using them as an excuse. Navigate through conflict instead of feeding it. So lick your wounds clean and let them heal. And they will all leave scars, but scars fade, and those that don't look fucking badass and shape you into a more interesting person. People raise kids with zero money all over the world. So next time you rationalize that someone is better off unborn than poor, remember, you're kind of an asshole.